This is a massive wake-up call to the whole world. After decades of terrifying you with planetary doom, like being told the sky is literally on fire, that your grandchildren will be born with gills because the West Coast will be underwater, that cows are the new Hitler, Bill Gates, the guy who's been bankrolling the apocalypse, has just rolled it all back. Now he says the world won't end. He says climate change will not lead to humanity's demise. Wait, hold up a minute. Isn't this the same Bill Gates who funded studies saying that we would all be eating bugs by Tuesday? Isn't this the same guy whose foundation pumped hundreds of millions of dollars into climate model predictions that predicted unlimited suffering? Now, the worst case scenarios are off the table.
Was how great a problem bovine flatulence is.
Nobody knows how to get rid of
No one knows how to get cows to stop farting.
Exactly, or burping. And so there is artificial meat, but that's at a very early stage. If it was a 50% reduction, then you could ignore, okay, leave the cows alone. But because we're trying to avoid the temperature continuing to go up, you do need to go to zero. Not just everything should be solely for climate. Wasn't the goal here to improve human lives? Climate is super important, but has to be considered in terms of overall human welfare.
Oh, so the science changed? Or did the grift just hit a speed bump? Guys, this all started in the late 1970s, where after the global cooling panic fizzled out, a cartel of billionaires, NGOs, and Hollywood launched the global warming hysteria. For decades, we've been sold a horror movie that by 2030, there would be no more snow, that by 2040, New York would be a coral reef, and by 2050, Elon Musk would be moving to Mars because the Earth would be a toaster. Gates himself said in 2021, climate change could be worse than COVID. I've got a video of a much younger looking me from 16 years ago exposing this lie for what it is. Because way back then, a group of hackers broke into the Climate Research Unit, and they uncovered thousands of emails and documents which exposed that thousands of scientists involved with the IPCC, the International Panel on Climate Change, were fudging the numbers and lying about the data. Hey everyone, it's Dan Dicks from Press for Truth, and we are currently standing right out front of the Allstream Center. These are the people who are hosting an event where Al Gore is going to be giving a keynote speech. Now, it's important for people to know that Al Gore is a tool of the global elite. He always has been. He played his part in the rigged election of 2000, and now the elite have thrown him a bone by making him the face of this current global warming movement, which is now conveniently called climate change. Now, it's interesting to note with the recent information that came out about the hackers hacking into the CRU and gaining access to thousands of emails and documents, which show and expose that scientists who are involved with the IPCC have been misconstruing data and basically lying in order to oust certain scientists from the group and to silence the truth. The new president of the European Union, Herman Van Rompuy, has stated that the up-and-coming Copenhagen Treaty is going to be an opportunity to usher in global governance. The climate conference in Copenhagen is, quote, another step towards the global management of our planet.
The position to which you have just elected me is a new one. The climate conference in Copenhagen is another step towards the global management of our planet. 2009 is also the first year of global governance, with the establishment of the G20 in the middle of the financial crisis.
I ended up getting assaulted by Al Gore's security team, and then Alex Jones had me on to expose this all and to break it all down.
But the good thing is I managed to remain calm. I didn't sink to his level. I kept my cool. And because of that, we were actually able to get retribution for the incident. The head of security actually called me and apologized.
Hey Daniel, how you doing?
Hi, good, thanks.
Good. So, I just wanted to
Okay.
What will be happening is you should be receiving a letter from our CEO
Okay.
relatively soon, and it'll be a letter of an apology.
Okay.
And I apologize for the incident that took place.
Okay.
And further to that, I want you to know that we're taking action in terms of our disciplinary policy to take care or handle the officers that were involved in that situation.
Okay.
And further to that, we want to learn from our experiences, and we want to learn from this specific circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank you for bringing this forward, because obviously it helps us, it helps you.
Yep.
And like I said, if you want to do anything in the future, please let us know.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ed.
All right, thank you, Dave.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. All right.
Okay.
Bye. All right, folks, that goes to show you right there that if you do things in the proper manner, we can win. It was useless for me to get aggressive with him at the time. I'm not about to fight with a security guard on the grounds. But if you stick up for what's right and you follow through, the good guys always win. So chalk one up for the good guys.
Gentlemen, great job, though, exposing these people, because if we're not out there doing this, they're going to completely train everybody that we have no rights. I commend you. We'll talk to you again soon, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's definitely feels great to be fighting the good fight.
Way back then, Bill Gates was pumping billions of dollars into the scare machine, warning us of an uninhabitable Earth. But now, right before big tech's power surge for AI data centers, Bill Gates flip-flops. People will live and thrive in most places, he says. It's not the end of civilization, he now says. How do you predict doom for years, then admit that it's a hoax when fossil fuels are needed again? Guys, Gates isn't saying, oops, my bad. He's saying, we fixed it with my investments. Breakthrough Energy, his climate VC fund, has poured cash into fake meat, carbon-sucking machines that cost more than a small country's GDP, and solar panels made in China with coal. So when he says the world won't end, what he really means is my portfolio is safe. And now you even have guys like Peter Thiel saying the 21st century Antichrist uses fear of climate change. And I'm not so sure he's actually talking about Greta Thunberg. And Donald Trump is calling out Gates as well, saying, we just won the war on the climate change hoax. Bill Gates has finally admitted that he was completely wrong on the issue. It took courage to do so, and for that, we are all grateful. MAGA. The bottom line is, the climate hoax is breaking down, but we all have to remember that the powers that ought not be have been grifting you by utilizing guilt to attack your wallet. So if you're awake to what's actually going on here, ignore the doom letters. Don't fund their scam. Stand your ground and keep your freedom, because this has nothing to do with the climate, but it has everything to do with control. Thanks for watching, guys. Please share this video far and wide, and let's continue to expose the climate change hoax. And if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this information over all these years, please consider making a contribution at pressfortruth.ca/donate. You can find a link for that in the description. Click that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And stay tuned, guys. I'm going to have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.